this broken light up.
Yeah, we'll prop it up, baby. Just like we prop up all the shitty
We have
people we work with.
Hey, listen, I just want to call out one person.
And I hate myself a lot.
But stuff. You're getting punched in the dick. There needs to be more Street Shark references. I say who? That's funny as hell.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Underqualified and Overcompensated podcast. Rico's trying to figure out his life right now. He feels very out of sorts, out of place, because he's not in his usual man cave of solitude. But he will make do. He will persevere on. And I have faith in him, because I am your host with the least most. I am Rhodes, leading you through this shit show dumpster fire of a reality, one mediocre leading line until the end. Or if you're looking for, a passionate monologue speech like from Independence Day, not coming from me. But I will tell you that at the most, what you should not do is to just don't fuck up. That's the greatest advice. Yeah, just don't fuck up. That's my riveting speech of leadership. The man that will motivate you to do most anything legal and illegal. This is the charisma that raised 1,000 ships.
So many ships.
So many ships were raised, and many other things are raised when you're around him. Ladies and gentlemen, Rico.
I am so glad your intro was lengthy because I had catastrophic failure. I turned on one light and had catastrophic failure. Don't know what was happening. If you're watching this,
just to shit.
if you've seen the Underqualified and Overcompensated before, normally I don't do this in a bedroom. I recently sprung a leak and moved things two and a half times, and this is the final setup until that leak is fixed. So hey, I'm Rico. Thank you for joining us. Like, share, subscribe.
Always like, share, and subscribe. That is the most important thing. If you don't pull anything else from the show, it's like, share, subscribe, and
what's up?
Especially to our OnlyFans, which is actually, you can't subscribe to that. That is actually only for fans. So
yeah, I mean, if you want to be a fan and want to see my OnlyFans,
no, I meant oscillating turning blades. It's actually just for I created this. I created the wrong page on the wrong site. That's my bad. Yeah,
I've been dropping trundle shots on
so many tank shots to our
onlyoscillatingfans.com.
Yeah. See, I fucked up. I didn't read the full fucking URL.
Is trundle the right word? Because I've been using that lately. Trundle.
Is trundle not the right word?
Saying,
that's just a synonym for like the gooch, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. But as I say it out loud to the internet, how does trundle feel to you?
I mean, trundle actually feels almost whimsy, like mystical.
The whimsical trundle.
Yeah, like
the butt flute.
That actually just sounds like a move you do. Make the butt whisper and just make it whistle. Yeah, trundle, because like it can trundle in like League of Legends and like mythology is like a troll. So like it's
League of Legends mystical. Is a modern video game.
Yes, it is, but I meant like actual mythology.
Oh, okay.
Because they pull from that. Like trundle is used in actual mythology, and it refers to like a troll or troll types. And so it sounds mystical to me. That was the first thing that popped in my mind when you said trundle, and then taint. Because taint almost like it cuts to the point. Like that's your taint.
Yeah, it's too far.
It's like using the word like cock instead of penis or dick, right? Like it's
too far,
right?
Stop.
Gooch is like playful.
Be creative.
Yeah. Gooch
My
is like
leathery
playful,
mass.
like, oh, that's my gooch. Trundle, like you're trying to like you're describing the taint of a mystical elf.
My leathery mass sounds bad too, though.
Leathery mask? Yeah, no, that doesn't. That sounds more Silence of the Lambs, Buffalo Bill-ish. Yeah.
Would you listen to me and like, share, subscribe? I would listen to me and like, share, subscribe.
Would you wear my leather mask? I'd wear my leather mask. The leather mask is actually when a 65-year-old retiree woman from Florida just rides your face. That's called the leather mask.
I'm going to test something, and you may have to carry for 30 seconds. Are you ready?
Fantastic.
I'm
totally
already
ready
on
to carry.
broadcast. Can you hear this?
Nope.
Hell yeah, I'm already on broadcast. Fuck it, we don't got to change anything.
Underqualified and sound check.
Y'all can't hear shit. I'm just dropping deuces right now. What's up? Much like Joey Boombox, just dropping deuces.
Dropping all the old Joey B, a.k.a. Lord Sidious of the White House.
How's your week going, Cody? You having a good week?
It was not bad. It was it was a tiring week because I was just fucking busy.
Yeah.
And
you
not
getting
like
ready to leave your area shortly?
Yeah, but it wasn't just like that. So, every so often the Army decides to just like overload us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the past 2 weeks ended last Friday. I was doing a level 2 combatives class, teaching that. Went great.
I'm with you.
Then Monday we had off. So Monday we had off. Then
As did I.
Tuesday I had CQ. And then I had next
Wednesday
day
off.
recovery, right?
Yeah.
And while I'm on CQ, I'm told, hey, you have to sign over your hand receipt to the new NCO by Friday.
Oh.
And I was like, oh,
Oops.
okay, dope. So Wednesday is
guess
my
that's
recovery.
I guess that's a Thursday thing now.
Yeah. Nope. Thursday, I'm helping out with events for a best medic competition for the hospital. So I was doing the CWST as a casualty at 5:00 in the morning.
Okay.
And then I had to set up a combatives tournament.
Were you
at 9.
helping as a casualty or were you just laying there?
No, I was in the water
Whoa,
for
okay.
the water survival.
You find yourself in the...
Because I can swim and I'm a lifeguard.
This guy, Dugway Proving Ground. All right, who wants to get decon? I'm here for it. This guy was convulsing like he was having a level 3 seizure because it was so cold.
It's snowing, and I'm standing outside on the concrete, no shoes, in shorts. Actually, not
I'm
even
here for
shorts, in my Under Armour compression underwear, boxer briefs, as they're spraying me with a hose, and there's icicles hanging off my ass.
But I'm here for it. Look at these gorilla fingers. I'm here for it, baby. Ooh, you're monstering it.
I am. I usually go for the amp. But yeah, so then Thursday I had that. And then, so my first day actually in my clinic at work for the first time in like a month was Thursday afternoon. And of course, everyone just fucking bombards me. And then Friday, I'm doing my inventory, trying to get shit done, deal with douchebag majors. And so, yeah, not terrible.
Okay.
I've had worse. Yeah, I've had way worse since I've been here. But yeah, and then on Monday, I start teaching a level 1 combatives class. So I
Nice.
fuck. Yeah, people are like, oh, you need to do this. Like, shit's falling behind at the clinic. I don't think you're correctly estimating how much I give a shit.
You're like Peter Parker. I don't see how that's my problem. And then your fucking Uncle Ben gets
Yeah, I really don't give a fuck.
destroyed on the street.
Even with the dude signing over the clinic now, I'm still like the de facto NCO because he's like TDY and like doing shit. But I just so don't give a shit because I'm getting ready to leave. And anything I do now is not going to change. Like the clinic's not going to light on fire. And if I don't do it, guess what? It won't be done when I leave either. So
clinics rarely light on fire. Rarely.
Unless lit on fire, which is a higher probability. If you keep your shit up.
Were you there the day in Dugway Proving Ground where I was like, oh, and I'm in the bathroom and I'm like, let me pull this Tug Me cord for emergency just to see how much give it has. Didn't have a lot of give. And everyone
very sensitive. You know, the Tug Me emergency of fallen cord is actually quite sensitive.
People like woke up. We haven't seen this in years. We haven't had a patient in 42 decades.
Was that in the clinic?
I was in the clinic. Like, let's see how much give this have. Let's see what.
Yeah,
it's like pulling the Glock to see where the wall is.
Stroke.
There was no wall on that trigger pull for the
it was just
emergency thing.
A full give. Like there's hair triggers and then there's just triggers. Like it was just teetering. I was not there. I don't feel like I was. I don't remember hearing about this, but
oh my gosh.
Yeah, to your
I heard about it for so long though. From our civilian friends that worked in the clinic, I heard about it for so long. Don't pull the fucking thing.
I do remember that being a thing. Like they're like, don't pull the thing, and I'm like, I feel like we've all learned this from like childhood. Like, don't pull the thing.
Dugway Santa, I woke you up from sleeping in your office.
Every day. All day. We'll
I joke, a kid.
Shit, people, but at our clinic, which didn't have a lot of patients, it was on a place with like 300 people, and they only came in when they had to like do their annual work physical for the military.
Yeah,
and so we'd have like maybe 10 patients, maybe. But there's this one old guy that would just sleep in his office every day for like
what a fucking
2-3 hours.
Oh,
like this man was
that's
champion.
Generous.
Yeah, well, I mean, he woke up in between though, because
he
like
woke up for lunch. He woke up for lunch and to go home.
Asleep, and then I would like do my little circle, like come back by, and he'd be awake real quick, like doing something on the computer, and then like an hour later, I wander back through, and he's fucking out at his desk again.
Just knocked. Just fucking knocked.
And no one even bothered. Ever.
He was
and, like,
conserving energy closed. For Christmas.
Like, yes. Like the door was never closed. He was
never.
Doing his door open.
What a fucking G.
Light on. And no one ever woke him up. I've actually seen people walk away from his office. And I'm like, oh, they just like got done talking to him. No, they were going to go in, saw that he was sleeping, and left to come back later with a thing. Which is how unimportant our fucking job was. Is that one of our, what was he, like our chief nurse?
Super important. How dare you?
Wasn't he like our fucking like chief nurse or something?
I honestly don't know what he did.
I don't know what he did. Other than the Dimmer's Eye lady, I don't know what anyone did in that clinic. To include us.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
we were just sitting there.
We did fuck all.
Yeah. We had a conversation at work because I was like, I'm going to move my studio to one of the staffs that works with me, and she's like, oh, we can like, she was like, hey, we can organize something like to move your stuff as a group activity. And I was like, I haven't done that since Dugway Proving Ground, where everyone just like took the day off to move everyone's stuff. I thought it wasn't real outside of Dugway.
I mean, no, we didn't do that in Germany, but mostly because we were all so fucking busy.
Unless it was Vickers. We were always moving Vickers shit.
That's because Vickers was always moving.
No, he wasn't. That was the thing.
That's a valid point. That is a valid point. Yeah.
Speaking of Vickers, valid, almost non-valid. This guy back here, Bullet, which I had to explain to a vet that he's a 68 whiskey cat and he's a silver tabby. His name is Bullet, hence the rectal thermometer, which she got a chuckle out of. He was quite
thermometer.
Yeah, the silver bullet. You don't know the silver bullet? Are you even a medic?
No, you said hints, not like the rectal thermometer. So I thought in that story, as you're explaining to a vet, you're like, hence the rectal thermometer. Like it's already inside of Bullet.
The cat's name is Bullet.
And he's just chilling. Just like, he just puts this in here. I don't That's not how you use that phrasing.
Phrasing. This dude over here, boop, laying on this recliner in my room here. God, dude, I had my kids say goodbye to him and everything.
What did he do? What did he do?
He's having a liver issue. Jump to my GoFundMe. No, it's actually pretty cheap for the meds. He's having liver failure, and we have the insurance, so that works too.
Is he drinking too much? Is he just kind of going off the handle?
No, he's just not eating, not drinking. And you look inside his ears as of yesterday, the day before, and there's like super jaundiced.
I meant drinking alcohol, but yeah.
Oh yeah, he drinks what I
liver
drink.
issues.
And it's like that M. Night Shyamalan movie where the aliens are like just like, we don't understand how water works, but we're coming to invade. Well, Bullet doesn't understand how tequila and bourbon works, and he's just, getting invaded.
Yeah.
And this dude, he was super unresponsive. And I was like, I had my kids say goodbye to him, like, hey, this is what death is. And there he is, over there.
So he's having liver issues. He's jaundiced.
The jaundice is gone right now. And he stopped eating for like 4...
Like a potassium issue within his liver? Or?
They're insistent it's a liver issue. And he stopped eating for 4 days. And it was to the point where this dude did not leave my pillow for 24 fucking hours. And I was like, that's it. I had a cat one time for 16 years. And when his kidneys failed, this was it. I see the signs. And then dude, weird ass moment. We're in the vet. I'm supposed to be at work. I'm like, hey, I got an appointment. And then later on I say hey, this is what the appointment was. Thank you, if you're watching this, for not judging me on this appointment. At least not directionally. Maybe you waited until after I left.
I mean, at least you said, I'll give it to you that you said, hey, I have an appointment, and then told them what it was for. I just would have told them, hey, I have to take my cat to the vet. Or in my case, one of my dogs, and they'd be like, can't your wife do it? No, I only have one car, so I'm going to have to do it. And then if they're like, well, that doesn't sound very important, I'm going to be like, well, you can lick my trundle. And then I would go,
the word of the day, trundle. Everybody scream in the chat.
Right? I would tell them to lick my ass as I went to go. Yeah, I'm at a point in my career where if it's anything within my household that needs to be taken care of, nothing you want me to do right now is more important than that, because guess what?
Especially because you're PCSing.
Well, regardless of that, regardless of PCS. And I learned this from getting fucked, and people who know us know the story. Getting fucked by my unit here for the first year and a half that I was here with COVID and shit. And just pouring all of myself into working at home, spending 12, 14 hours at work, and sacrificing school and family and kid time and ALC and all of that. And then at the end of it, I just kind of had a moment, and one of my platoon sergeants kind of brought me to this, that
give you that come to
the
Jesus.
Army will be there tomorrow. And the shit that you don't do today, it'll be there tomorrow. Even if you do it, it'll still be there tomorrow, because this shit never goes away. They're like, the toxic part of the Army is this weird thing that we've got in our head that we always just have to do it and just suffer. He's like, you don't have to suffer. He's like, your family should
what?
Yeah, right. I was like, what? No, we just suffer and just fucking grind our teeth. That's how we do it. And he's like, no, your family comes first. Don't treat it as a civilian job. You don't work 9 to 5. But also, if it's the end of the fucking workday, if it's 1600 and everyone else is going, you don't need to stay back and fill out paperwork.
Oh my gosh.
Friday that can be due on Monday.
This is my thing. We're gonna get back to my cat Silver Bullet in a moment.
So at that
point, first, Sergeant Haynes said, "Hey Doc, one day, if you need to work after 16:30, you're fucking up."
Yeah. Or it might not be you. It might just be the leadership, right? They're either putting too much on you, or they have bad deadlines.
Oh my God! Somebody called me the other day at like 22 or 21:30.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's your ETS date, dude? I don't give a shit what my ETS date is. I know I'm on until 2026. Do I know the month right now? Hell no! I'm about to go to sleep so I can make it to PT in the morning.
Also, get fucked. Ask me tomorrow.
Like, why do you need my ETS date right now, dude?
Like, if I'm on recovery or something, you call me. Like, that's okay because
ETS date is the date that we get out of our contract, by the way.
But
for
like, if I'm on
anyone-
recovery and you call me, like, okay, that's a work day, that's fine. Like, if I know
Mm-hmm.
that you're on duty and it's like a Saturday and you call me for some info real quick, like you're trying to knock out some work. Like, okay, cool, that's fine.
Why?
But like,
Nothing
if
you
it's a
do
quick
on
conversation-
Saturday will get anything done for Monday.
No, but if they have the days off, is what I'm saying. But
Yes.
if it's a quick conversation, if it's, hey, can you do this?
Mm.
Yeah, Monday. Yeah, I'll do it Monday. No, can you sign this memo that? Yeah, Monday. I'll sign it Monday.
Yeah,
when I get in
Monday.
at 7:30.
Don't you have a
for
CAC
work.
reader? Yeah, I do, but you don't need to know that.
No. Am I working from home right now? Yes. Then that's because I'm doing combatives classes all day, and so I have to get some of my clinic work done, and so I work from home. That's the only time I allow that to happen. Is when I'm working somewhere else and I have to make time. But a normal workday, dude, it's 16:30. I'm out. Or my daughter's in school, so I only have one car. I
Yeah.
gotta go pick her up at 3. So I'm dipping out
Makes
at
sense.
2:45, and I can see the faces on some of the people I
Oh
work
my
with.
gosh.
Like, really, you're leaving right now? I'm like, or I had like one of my majors like, hey, can we have like a meeting around like 3:30, 1600?
No,
And my first
No.
response was,
no.
no, that's the end of the day.
That's dumb.
Yeah, you can fuck off. And then I had my second thought before I said that.
Why are we
was-
doing
Yeah, why at the
a
end of the
promotion
fucking day?
for someone at 1700? That seems real big dumb.
Well, you want to have a meeting about shit that we could talk about tomorrow at the end of the day. But I was like, oh no, I gotta go pick up my daughter at 3. And I saw him like halt for a minute because he wanted to come up with excuses for me to stay. But
Yeah,
then he's worked with me enough at this point that he saw the look on my face for the last 2 days since he's come back for deployment. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to get told to go fuck myself at a certain point. Because I have to pick up my
okay.
daughter.
You threw in the deployment thing.
No, deployment
When you're
Europe.
just getting back
To
from
Europe.
deployment. Okay. I mean, even mine was mild, and my next one, spoilers, I might be off the show for the next 12 months.
Well, I know, granted, like when you're deployed or you're out on it, like you don't have timelines, like it's 24/7, you just kind of do it. But this guy, he's
Yeah.
always like that. He's just super anxious and like constantly has to have control. And like he's just
No.
that up fucking
Sorry.
tight. Oddly enough,
Sorry.
we both have worked with this individual before.
Major Meese?
Actually, not him. No, he was one of our providers at in Germany for a short amount of time.
Okay.
Yeah. And now he's my brigade surgeon. Well, he's a brigade surgeon for that's another thing. Like, I'll let you say what you wanted to say because that's another thing. He's a brigade
Well,
surgeon for
speaking
aviation.
of ETSing, Bullet has decided to extend his contract.
Yeah, he reenlisted. Oh, I meant the other thing because but the working late, but yeah.
Yeah, no, whatever. Don't work late. That's stupid.
No.
one cares. You could. All right, real quick. If you work late 100 times, guess what? Everyone's gonna remember the one time you didn't show up 3 minutes early.
Yeah.
Ooh, spoilers.
No one is going to give you extra kudos. No one's going to. And if you have good leadership, they're going to be like, you know what, this guy fucking busts his ass, and they're going to reward you within themselves. No.
No.
If you have good leadership, but let's be honest, and I work by myself, so my leadership isn't fucking seeing that I'm there at fucking
No.
1730
You can
or
sit in that
1800.
office till
Yeah.
2100, 9 o'clock for our civilian friends. No one's gonna fucking notice. Guess what?
don't notice
You
when I
know who
come in on a
notices?
Saturday
Your
and reorganize
family
the whole
notices when
clinic.
you're not fucking there, and your kids are fucking already asleep by the time you get home, and they never see you.
Yeah.
Why?
No. That's what
It's called work-life balance, people.
I've started telling a
Work-life
lot of young
balance.
privates, like, don't like fucking bend over backwards because guess what? The army will be there. It will always be there. It'll be there tomorrow.
There's a caveat.
And you don't have to break your shit off just to try to like get into someone's good graces to make them notice you. If you're good, they'll notice you.
Slight caveat: do that shit during work hours, but be prepared to do more work because they know they could depend on you.
Yes. Oh, that was one thing I told one of my guys the other day. I was like, you do great at your job, and then you can get the things that you're like bugging them about going to a school or whatever it may be. I was like, the shitty thing is you become really good at your job, and then they start putting you on all the shit because now they know that you're going to get the shit done, and you're doing work 2 ranks above where you should be.
2 up,
and
2
the
down,
people
baby.
who are 2 ranks above you within your unit aren't doing that.
No, they're not.
So you're getting duties above them, 2 ranks lower than them, and they're like, what the fuck, man? I'm a staff sergeant. I deserve this. You're like, well, you're also a piece of shit. So
why are you working this? This is not my current case, by the way. Anyone catches this? But I've seen cases where that staff is definitely pulling that 2 down. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I've actually got a couple of really good staff sergeants right now. So
Yeah, which I work hard, people. I'm good at my job, but I'm not like the fucking best. Don't get that twisted. I am not like a super fucking hua soldier that's like, I'm just the greatest ever and I will do the best job at anything I do. No, I fuck up and like I will get the job done. It will get done. It may not get done the way that you wanted it, but it'll get done and you'll be happy about the results. But it will get done.
If you're watching this, let me know the lowest line you can read on that Snellen chart.
Oh shit, let me see here now.
Or yeah. What do you see?
Well,
he figures out what he can read.
FoR
Bullet, this guy.
5 lines down. P.
Okay.
No, that's an F. B. Granted, I'm reading through like blurry screen camera too.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
fine, totally.
I don't know. The one above it, LFEP.
Wait,
D.
That doesn't help at all.
That actually did help quite a bit. If I take this. But Bullet.
Yeah, dude, he extended his contract, man. Dude,
Yeah.
I saw this dude and I was like,
Playing the game of chicken with death.
He was sleeping on my pillow for like 24 hours. And I'm like, all right, I got to tell the kids it's time to say I have to introduce them to their first heartbreak.
Yep.
Like this cat, he hasn't been with us forever, but he's been with us the totality of my kids' lives.
Their conscious lives at least.
Yeah, their ability to remember things, right?
Max was only a year when you guys moved to Germany. He was like 2 years.
Yeah. He don't remember any of that shit.
Yeah, no, he was like 2 when you got Bullet. So like,
we're talking about when he can actually remember things.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And my dude lost it, man. Like I thought my daughter was gonna lose it over this cat, and she was reacting. Like Cordy, if you watch this 20 years from now, sorry, sweetheart, you were reacting. I love you, but you were reacting.
Let's be honest. Out of the 2 kids, Max being more broken up, that actually would have been my bet.
But Max was like he was hurt, dude. It's like he just like had to like all of a sudden like understand like death and not coming back. Mm-hmm. And it was a shitty situation, dude. It was bad. And then I bring this dude to the vet, and the vet, he's a ex-Marine, or at least the sign says Marine veteran owned, and they leave me in the room with the cat, and I talk to the cat, and I have this like dumb moment where I'm like, hey, do you want to keep going? Or are you too tired? And I haven't seen this dude stand in like 48 hours, and he stands and like rubs his cheek on my face. And it's like, that's it. That's the sign, dude. That's fucking it. That's it. You want to keep fighting. Good for you. Let's go. Let's keep fighting. And
Good for you, Bullet.
And now he's eating again. So I think he understands English, even though we got him in Germany.
So, I mean, you got him in Germany, but I don't think Vickers got him in Germany.
He spent enough time to be fluent
before Germany.
Vickers, your cat is eating again.
Yeah, if anything,
our socialist cat is eating again.
Yeah, the cat doesn't speak German or English. If anything, it speaks fluent vulgarities.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And memes. That's all he speaks is vulgarity.
You know how I knew he was okay today? You know, Bullet. You know how I knew he was okay today? He fucking bit me. I'm like, damn, dude, I've been petting you and comforting you for the last 45 minutes, and you're just gonna bite me? All right, check Raj. Understood.
Don't get us wrong. Bullet is a pretty dope-ass cat. But the last part of that sentence, he's dope, but he's also a fucking cat.
Not all cats do that.
No, incorrect. I don't care how dope your fucking cat is. At one point in time, they will go through a thing where they're like, yeah, pet me. I love it. I'm a cat. And then they're like, why are you fucking touching me? They're like a girl on her period.
Who asked you?
Yeah, they're just like, comfort me. Fuck off.
It's not only girls that have periods, by the way. It's anyone can have. It's like a someone on their period.
You shut your mouth hole.
Listen, I'm just here to talk about things that people care about, aka virtue signaling.
Yeah.
Here we go. Main topic.
When you're speaking of a trivial topic, right? Something that could
trivial?
be emotional.
Sorry.
Not trivial.
I'm offended.
I didn't want to say hot button.
Ooh,
divided.
Okay.
A divided topic that could go either
Divisive.
way or the other way. Divisive. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Words are hard.
They are.
But on a divisive topic, and you're speaking very emotionally about it, like it hits you
so
personally,
emotionally.
right? So you could then affect other people's emotional input into it.
Yeah.
By affecting their virtues or ethos, making them then feel something about that. And you're only pandering in a way to one group of people, much like Rico just did right there with
to the cat people.
Anyone can have a period, which, yes, anyone could. Anyone could. I'm not getting canceled today, nor am I about to explain biology to simpletons. But
apparently my blue and pink lights, they say like I'm like super in the club. Apparently. I saw a meme that says if you have blue and pink lights.
Is that a giant dick next to the Snelling chart?
No, that's
Oh, it's a
that's a part of a Rescue Randy.
It's a Rescue Randy boot. Okay. I love that you have that, by the way. That is fucking...
I also have
Is it in your bedroom?
No. Yeah, you see the fucking bed right there.
Yeah, but that could be a guest bed. I don't know how big your fucking house is.
This is a big ass bedroom.
You took that out of your garage, though. You put it in the background.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's not just your normal bedroom decor.
I don't just have like...
If you just had a severed ref Randy head leg.
I have one like hand for special guests with plenty of Surgilube and
But virtue signaling, right? It's the act of people trying to speak upon a topic that really no one fucking gives a shit about, and or honestly cares, right? Trying to be divisive or emotional, much like something like that. And usually virtual signaling also goes with like a bit of gaslighting, where you're then making, an argument of sorts, or standing on top of a mountain to defend a stance that no one even knew was a stance. It's like standing up there and be like,
in some cases, they are grander topics.
Like tomatoes are vegetables, but I feel like the fruits, the world wants the tomatoes in them, and I, for one, am tired of it. And everyone's like, "Was this an issue? Was this a thing? Like, are people upset about this?"
There are grander topics where people virtue signal.
Yes.
This week,
and that's
guess
mostly
what?
For social media praise, right? Them
Spoiler.
trying to become viral.
The Queen of England, she died, and then I saw
Queen of England died.
Yes.
Well, I'm heartbroken. Like, what will England do? How will we move on without this old fucking monarch?
You brought it up in the chat, and I was like, "Is this a thing that people are like going?" She was a figurehead.
For one, she was also 97.
Yeah, Betty White for the win. What's up, girl?
Yeah. Like just when Betty White died, we were all like, that hurts. Obviously, we're sad about it, but also
was
the
very
woman
sad.
was 99. Like
Yeah,
it was
like a
gonna,
fucking G.
it was gonna.
How old is the
fucking
queen?
happen.
How old is the queen?
97.
Weak ass.
Yeah. She's 97. Literally, that woman wakes up on a day, like every day, and I made a lot of D&D references, but she wakes up every day, rolls a D20, and hopes it's above 11. Like
That's your third. No more.
yeah. Every day, that woman's just rolling death saving throws, just trying to stay off the doorstep. But yes, it is a thing. I've seen some videos about it scrolling through my TikToks on both sides. People making fun of people who are virtue signaling this. Just like, why are you so upset about the queen dying? Or someone like bursts into a room and they're like, the queen died. And they're like, Latifah? And they're like, no, the queen. They're like, no, Betty White already died. They're like, no, the queen. They're like, Beyonce? No, the Queen of England. They're like, oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. They're like, you're not more broken about this? Like, why would I?
Why?
Yeah, she's one of the longest reigning monarchs. He's like, yeah, monarch's a iffy word. You know, the prime minister's kind of been running that country for like a hot fucking minute.
Yeah, and they get advice from the queen, the 96-year-old queen.
I don't actually
allegedly
think she has any legislative power.
No, she has zero.
Like, I'm sure that somewhere through the last 100 some odd years that they've had prime ministers, they've put into law that the queen or the king of England actually have no. If I was the prime minister or the council,
hot take coming,
I would definitely put into whatever legislation magistrate we have that nothing they say actually affects law. Like they can't like just come in and veto something.
Hot take from Rico. This is literally privilege where you have no say on anything, but everyone is like, oh my God, the queen. Yep. This is 100%. And I see people.
Everyone treats you as if you run shit.
And I see people that are against privilege situations being like, oh my God, the queen.
Yeah. Oh my God. The lady.
Y'all got to check yourself. At least be consistent.
Yeah.
At least be consistent.
Basically is only in charge in the queen status because she was a part of a bloodline that goes back ruling England.
Oh my gosh. I wasn't going to have another tequila.
Like that. You're correct. That is privilege, like a monarchy.
That is like, a 100. That is privilege. And I see all these people against privilege being like, oh my God, nothing will ever be the same.
Deserve nothing. And you don't also just have to be a monarch to do it. This is also people who were like born into lots of money and never actually had to work to gain their own, which is not everyone. A lot of billionaires, self-made billionaires, right? Dude. They raise their kids right. And they're like, hey, I'll support you and send you to college, but you're going to have to go off and make your own money. You're not going to have a trust fund and shit, and then go off and become prosperous like their parents were because their parents, you know, grew up in the ghetto and made a wonderful business. But other people who just grow into money, and that was the best example I had. Ghetto, trailer park, same thing, synonymous terms. But other people that are just born into money, and they live off that money, their parents' money, their grandparents' money, don't actually earn anything of their own, just invest that money, make more money. That's privilege. That's also a form of like, that's the same as like a monarchy. Like she was born into a fucking royalty and then they died and she became the fucking queen at like what, 16? 14
she is the
or something?
Rhaenyra Targaryen of the British Empire.
Dope fucking show. Yet again.
It's so good.
I'm really loving this show.
Matt Smith. They're both carrying. I see the memes, and they're like they're this person carrying the show on their back.
Saw a meme the other day that was like Kevin Smith is in the hospital from severe back pain from carrying all of the Game of Thrones franchise on his back.
Kevin Smith?
Yeah, Kevin Smith. What did I say? Kevin Jones? That's weird. That's not a person.
Why the fuck is Kevin Smith involved with House of the Dragons? Is he?
Matt Smith.
Oh my gosh, we have another Kelsey Grammer, Chelsea Clinton fucking thing.
You know what's bad? I'm watching Morbius right now, and he's in the show.
It's when we're done with this, it's gonna be Morbin time. If you're watching this on Twitch,
Then
it's going to be Morbin time.
I haven't hit that part yet. I did.
There is actually spoilers. There's no. He never says it's Morbin time.
Does he not?
But
I thought he actually did.
That's a meme.
Oh, okay. I thought he's been saying a lot of fucking cheesy shit, like the "I'm hungry and you wouldn't like me when I'm hungry." Oh, fucking wish Hulk. Yeah, you think so? Like, come on, man. You guys fucking. I know you're in the MCU, but don't just blatantly take.
He's not in the MCU. He's in the Sonyverse.
Well, they're in Sony, but he's an MCU character.
He's like a second cousin too.
Yeah, I meant the Marvel
We don't
comic
talk about
universe,
him.
not the Marvel cinematic universe. Different MCU. But yes, the Queen died. People are acting like they're upset, and
Super
ultimately, those people
crazy.
that are acting upset, and they fall into the same line as you said, people who battle privilege, right, or battle privilege.
God.
Those people also generally don't know history, and or facts. And
But
go
no
off
one knows
emotion.
history anymore because
I do. I read it and stuff.
Oh god, we get it. Anyone watching this knows you're a history major, but the people today don't know
I was a history major
history.
for 2 weeks. I've still only taken history.
That's still a history
101.
major.
I just read,
People don't know what's
books.
going on. They don't know what happened.
Because no one gives a shit. I didn't learn this in school, all of the history stuff. I learned it, get
Through
this.
CNN. Left foot.
Yes. Mostly PBS, actually.
Dropping for 1 second. Carry.
I know a lot about history and I care about learning, and I'm not a fucking history scholar, but I read shit. And that doesn't make I'm better than you, obviously, because I'm still a fucking idiot. But I read things. I take interest in trying to learn about history and what the correct history is, and delve down, find something that interests me, a historical fact about an event or a war or whatever it may be, and not just going off of that one piece of information that I've read. Then going into all
With
the
you.
other caveats of that historical information, because guess what?
Yes.
That phrase, history is written by the winners. That's very
Of course
true,
it is.
but that doesn't mean that that's the truth. So there's a lot.
What do you mean? Oh my gosh. Of course history is written by the winners, by the victors.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it is written by.
It is a bad thing. However,
well, it wasn't. Yes, it is written by the winners, but that's also why a lot of the time it's false revisionized history.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where we're at, though.
Then what we're taught in school is like a bastardized, revisionized part of it.
Of course it is.
Yeah, because it's
Depending
like
on your location.
cliff noted.
And
Yeah, because we learned, Civil War was bad because the Southerners were racists and they wanted to keep slaves. But then you look into it and like that was a part of it, but also there was like a lot more involved into it. Like land rights and like
it's like
their own
any
government and
modern
shit.
day
It wasn't
bill
just,
introduced
we
by
want black people as
Pelosi
slaves.
where we're going to do so much for the environment, and it's got like 47,000 things where they make more money.
Yeah, they're like, hey, here's this bill, and this is what the name is. It's called the fucking make the
If you
world
don't
green
vote for this,
kitchen.
you hate kids.
Yeah,
It has nothing to do with kids.
Yeah, it's the no kid rape bill. We're gonna pass the no kid rape bill, and then you flip 4,500 pages into it, and you're
And
like,
you have
this
15
is-
minutes to read it.
yeah, this says like $2 billion are gonna go to this
Sorry, what?
corporation. Yeah, $2 billion is gonna go to this corporation, which runs. It just says Department of Defense testing. It doesn't say what
We're giving the IRS more agents, guns, and money?
Yeah, it just says we're doing Department of Defense testing, but this company, don't you own this company?
You
Doesn't,
read
like,
too
your
far. You only have
husband,
15 minutes.
cousin,
You were supposed to get.
nephew's dog own this company?
God, I'm sorry. This is where you fucked up. You were only supposed to read the table of contents. That's it.
Shit, I'm sorry. That's why it's in such small print. That's my bad. I
Tiny
had corrected. Yeah, I had PRK, so I can like read.
Who invited this guy?
Yeah, I'm.
Did
sorry.
you invite this guy?
Yeah, I'm also like a historical like speed reader, so that's.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
We need slow readers.
yeah, you should
Slow.
have actually. You should put it all out and hand it out rather than printing it. You should just give it out to people in 2004 iPod Minis. Yeah, and that are like super old and water damaged. So that way
Yeah.
it takes them like
Or maybe
10
do it in
minutes to just
PowerPoint,
cycle from page
so
to
everyone
page.
falls asleep on page 3.
PowerPoint
But you start the
on-
PowerPoint not fully expanded, so you can see there are 157 slides, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, but you have to give it to them on a PowerPoint on like a MacBook 97 that's still running on like Windows 1.
It definitely didn't.
Like
It
Windows
was running on
98.
some sort of Mac OS.
Yeah, or like Linux or something. I don't know.
Definitely wasn't.
I had
You know
computers.
nothing. Thank
No.
you. Twitch
I
is now
had
canceling
computers.
us because you know nothing.
I had computers back then, but my concern was not what they were or how they ran.
Does
Like,
it work?
That was my concern because I was like fucking 8. I didn't give a shit. I just wanted to play whatever fucking Doom on the fucking, and it was on a floppy disk, and I had to put it into the fucking computer.
He never did this. He's virtue signaling right now. He's trying to get your votes. This is what
You're
we're
right.
talking about.
I'm 30 and I've never
People
fucked
like
with a
Left
floppy disk.
Luther make things up to garner your sympathy as he drinks his fucking Moscato, his pink Moscato from a icy jug bar.
Watermelon fruit Scotto. Thank you. These are my two battling sides. My redneck monster drinking.
You should just mix them.
Gun shooting. Oh, I thought about it. I thought about it. Oh, now you're for it, but the Mountain Dew whiskey thing got you all cringed?
Yes. Because you can literally mix gasoline with Moscato and be like, okay, fine, do it. Especially
You
trademark
realize Mountain Dew
fruit
was,
Scotto.
So also, you realize that Mountain Dew was made as a mixer for whiskey, right?
Of course.
That's why it's called Mountain Dew, which was slang term for moonshine.
Yeah, no. I've literally never seen anyone mix Mountain Dew with whiskey, dude.
That's because you grew up in New York and Florida. You didn't hang out with white trash.
This is not
rednecks.
a thing.
Yes,
of
it is.
course. I have mixed all sorts of crazy things with alcohol when given the opportunity. It doesn't mean it's a cultural phenomenon.
You're about to feel so dumb.
Okay. I'm gonna feel dumb, so this is what we do. We go to Overproofed and we run the intro.
We haven't done that in a long time.
We haven't.
I miss the overproof. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we are talking about why Rico is wrong for never hearing about Mountain Dew and whiskey.
I'm not wrong.
It is
It's not
a
a thing.
redneck white trash thing, and here is the proof. Okay, the origins of Mountain Dew back from the 1940s. It was a mixer. That's what they made it as. The person who made it, right?
Okay.
It was made to be a lemon lime mixer. The guy happened to have a bottling company, so they were just making their own for their friends. And then it got sold down, got bought by PepsiCo, and turned into the soda that it is. And the mascot, if you remember, on the old school, super old school back.
No,
in the 50s,
I don't remember because this was in the 1940s. I'm not that old.
The reason why I say you remember is when they came out with the pure sugar versions of the Pepsi, they used the vintage logos. Yeah. Willie the Hillbilly was the mascot. And he was literally like an Appalachian.
That was canceled so
trash.
quick.
Oh, no, because he was white. They didn't cancel that.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa. No, it was a white trash Appalachian dude with a moonshine bottle. And that's what they used back in the 1940s. But right here, it says from on Wikipedia, so you know it's correct.
Thank you for proofing that for me.
The Hartmans had difficulty in Knoxville obtaining the preferred soda
the Phil
to mix
Hartmans?
with liquor, preferably whiskey, so they developed their own. It was made as a mixer. That's what it was intended for.
Bruh, if you come at me talking about, hey, if I bring you a bottle of some good-ass whiskey, and you're like, okay, I got this.
No, it's not for mixing good whiskey.
I'm going to throw this Baja Blast in it. Here we go.
No. Classic.
Blast.
We're not throwing Code Red or fucking Live Wire
If you
into it.
throw some Code Red, I'm gonna give you some Code Red, my dude.
So you know what? Code Red might actually taste some good with like some
Oh,
cherry.
no. This is why we don't do the underqualified and overproof anymore. And then we run the fucking.
I'm a heathen. I know
You
that.
are. You're dirty.
I am. I'm white
You're
trash.
dirty.
I fucking accept
Dirty
this.
birdie.
But it's a thing.
Chet 77. Why did it stop? Chet 77. You know what?
The overproofed show. I think we just got fucking.
I
busy,
kind of
Chet.
ran out of whiskeys. I ran out of mid-tier whiskeys. I'm not a.
We
I'm
did.
not a.
Well, we didn't run out of them. There's plenty of them, but we ran.
I ran out of mid-tier.
Well, no, we didn't run out of mid-tier because I would say going to the PX, there's so many, but we just ran out of different kinds of whiskey. I would say, not the brands because there's so many different brands, but I think we just ran out of different kinds at that mid-tier level.
Dude, we got to like Old Granddad, and once you get to Old Granddad, that's pretty much it.
We did like 8 episodes.
I know, that's all the mid tiers because I was extra as fuck and I would have like 14 bottles
Once
and
you do
comparing them.
enough like of the same kinds of bourbon, then you're just comparing the same kind of bourbon with a different brand of bourbon.
No, we did bourbon episodes. We did
we did
whiskey
Scotch.
episodes.
Yeah,
Scotch episodes.
I'm saying we did the
Monkey
separate
Shoulder's still the
kinds.
best of the scotches.
Yeah.
Irish whiskey is sorry.
I'm not an Irish whiskey.
Irish is trash.
Yeah. I only like was such a proponent in my early 20s of Jameson because
As everyone
like,
is.
Yeah,
J-Mo, let's go.
because you know that you're like half Irish and you're just like, oh, Jameson, let's do it. But you have no
J-Mo!
idea what Irish whiskey actually is and what it should taste like and what good Irish whiskey is. You just, it's like just growing up with Jack around and you're just like, Jack Daniels, bro. And it's like, there's so much better things.
Jack is horrible too.
I mean,
I will take a Jim Beam over a Jack.
actually,
And Jim Beam is technically lower quality.
Technically. And it's cheaper.
taste scale. Yeah.
It tastes
but
way better.
Wild
Jack
Turkey
Daniels
101.
tastes like if you put caramel flavoring into a Jim Beam, like
And you mix it with
tastes
charcoal.
too artificial.
However, that's their thing. That the charcoal filtering is the Jack Daniels thing. And you know what? That's their niche. And they
cheap,
able to mass produce it. And
cheap,
it's
not
not
so
bad.
great whiskey.
It's not bad.
No,
However,
it's not military special.
God. Do you want to do that? Do you want to do overproof or do a military special?
I think we should one of these days, and I would say probably after we sell my house, we should do military special versus top shelf. Not like super top shelf, like multi-$100, but like you know,
mid-tier again.
Well, I would say top shelf. So like military special whiskey and Buffalo
flexing.
Trace whiskey.
He flexing because he got over asking. Good for you, by the way.
Got a good amount here. But yeah, I'd say like military special, and then we can do military, mid, and then high. But like,
so you know that's going to be a year from now.
Full high. Yeah,
that will legit be a year from now because I will go on a. I will be going on a.
He's going on a trip on his favorite rocket ship.
Not a spicy one. Not even
not
potentially mild.
No, just hot. I would say hot.
No, it's not even hot. A bumpy. No, bumpy is even worse.
Humid, temperate
vacation, military, government sponsored vacation for 9 to 12 months.
To honestly a really chill place.
I learned about that in a fucking formation. Like we were talking about it for a while, and then it became official during a fucking before PT formation. Let's go.
Yeah, that you're leaving
signal
in
for me.
2 months.
I didn't say it. He did. That guy.
Fucking whore. I don't fucking belong to you. Fuck off. I've had to tell way too many people who think they're my boss to fuck off recently. Unless you sign my NCOER or my Raiders NCOER, you can fuck yourself.
I'll rate you so hard.
Oh, you rate me, daddy.
Oh my god, that sounds. Does anyone have a PowerPoint for anything for OTC? Hey, anyone in the underqualified and overcompensated channel, if you have a PowerPoint for anything OTC meds that you could send me, do the thing.
You're gonna have to change the Credamsy logo. Actually, don't even do that. Just send it straight to them with my hospital logo on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, send it. This is the number one pit stop. There are so many vet channels, so many army channels for non-whiskey, non-medic MOSs. This is your one-stop shop. One-stop shop. Tell your friends we are here. We will discuss things. Let's go. I'm gonna do some live sutures next week.
There we
fake
go.
Arm.
Oh, real people. Gotta do it on real people. Real or bust, bro. Real or bust. Just some private who just got real ballsy and you just gave him like a little bit of lidocaine. That's like 2 years expired because you took it out of a box.
It's fine. It's not cloudy. It's fine.
It's okay. Yeah, it's fine. Like, do I have several boxes of like Z packs that expired 6 years ago?
Totally fine.
It's an anti.
Just take 2.
Yeah, it's fine.
What are you doing?
It's an antibiotic. It'll be good. Like it's fine.
All right.
I think.
Here we go.
Maybe.
Just in case, tell me the difference between an antiviral and an antibiotic. Let's go.
Oh shit. So antibiotic.
This is live on the internet. Let's go.
Yeah. Antibiotic is anti.
Biotic.
So it doesn't like androids. Hates cyborgs.
Oh, hates it.
Yeah. Antiviral is not a huge fan of porn pop-ups. Yeah, doesn't like them.
No.
Yeah, they just pop up all over your screen. And antibiotics are anything that it is a pill that kills bacteria inside of your body. Right? Helps your body fight the bacteria, which is giving you a sickness, like an infection that would be giving you a fever.
Sure.
For a cut or anything quite like that. Ear infections, you would take an antibiotic because that is a bacterial, fungal, that kind of stuff, right?
Sure.
Antibiotic. Antifungal, more for fungal stuff, but you get the fucking things. Antiviral is unaffected by an antibiotic because it is a virus. So you do an antiviral, which some, in the forms of vaccinations, is a type of antiviral. It has the dead virus in it. And so your body goes, that's what that's supposed to look like. Hey, doesn't that look like that but alive? Let's go fuck that up. And then it go fuck that up because it knows it's bad. An antiviral is pretty much just generic. And it goes, this is a weak virus. This thing will help me kill this virus.
Yeah, I'm going to fuck this up.
You're going to fuck this weak-ass virus up, right? And then your white blood cells are hopped up on Monster and fucking steroids and shit.
Woo babies.
Yeah, just beating the fuck out of weak virus. Yeah. Much like
you come around my neighborhood? No.
Yeah. The flu is one of them. Many STDs. Or a few of them at least, right? I take valacyclovir, which is an antiviral for cold sores.
Oversharing.
I've talked about having herpes. I've had it.
Come on, you can keep
if you
up your
are a
sex
watcher
appeal.
of the show, or you want me to keep my sex appeal?
Yeah.
Ooh, baby, we lost that a long time ago.
Oh, fuck.
Friends of the show and friends of myself know that I have cold sores. That's fine. Take valacyclovir. Gets rid of the cold sore. We're good. It's an antiviral. It doesn't get rid of it out of my body. It goes, hey, sit the fuck back down, be quiet, go to sleep. And it goes, okay, cool.
Shut your fucking face.
It goes and it fucking hides. It stays in your body for a little bit. And then it waits to get pissed off again. And it fucking bursts out of its hole. Yeah. Much like viruses do. Because once you have a virus, generally, you're going to have that forever, like most STDs. Things like the flu that are viruses, right? That can actually be eradicated from your body.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why they work for most antivirals, because they're weak. Yeah. Where was this caveating to? People not knowing the difference between simple medicine.
I don't know.
Because I do remember hearing something. I thought
someone in my
bringing this up
support
on the
channel's
show.
been asking everybody about it, and it's just like I lean into it.
Oh, it's the fucking monkeypox shit. That's why. Because I remember this coming up, and I wanted to talk about it on the show because I heard it on the news and then in a briefing.
Kenny!
And it was the monkeypox shit that people were like, you know, the antivirals and antibiotics and what treats it and this, that, and this. And you're like, is it like COVID? And no one's actually like died of it. So there's that too.
It sucks for a while.
Yeah. Like we had this big fucking thing about monkeypox. And like I knew nothing about it.
I got the Forrest Gump fucking PowerPoint, my guy.
But did you have the moment? Like I knew nothing about it going into this. And I'm sitting down there talking about all the symptoms and what it looks like. I was like, oh, shit, this looks pretty fucking rough. Mm. And they're like, oh, you know, it's not an actual STD. It just kind of looks like them and you transfer from skin to skin contact. So it's like it, but it's not a sexually transmitted disease. But then when they got to the point that like the duration of it, and they're like, after 4 weeks, the sores go away and all the symptoms are gone. I'm like, wait, before you even got to the slide that said no one's died, I was like, is no one dying from this?
No.
And then I'm like, why the fuck am I sitting in this meeting if no one's dying from it?
Virtue signaling.
I think it's because we didn't have any of these meetings when COVID hit. When it was a slow trickle.
Yeah, but COVID was dumb too.
Oh, no, it was. I'm not saying it wasn't. But we didn't do any of these trainings at the beginning. And so then when the government was like, it's important, we're like, oh, fuck. And we're trying to like catch up. So now that monkeypox is like people in the US are actually starting to get hit with it. They're like, we need to train people now. That way, when the government goes, shit's gone wrong, we already have a testing system in place. Like we know, we already have like a routine.
There's going to be a lot of specificities to how shit gone wrong.
Oh. Like I have fucking test kits in my clinic right now.
It's a simple question.
I mean, it's looking. It's like, oh, is that an open sore on your body?
No.
You have monkeypox?
No.
Yeah. Do you normally have sores all over your body?
No. Yes. No.
Are they normally around your dick?
No. Yes. No.
Because that's fine. You have that documented. We know those are there. I'm talking about the ones on the small of your back.
It's studied for your pleasure. Leave me alone.
Yeah, no.
This is my personal thing.
Yeah, no, those would be implants and or like piercings. You have open sores and bumps on your dick, which you would think bumped and ribbed for her pleasure, except that's
Kenny.
Yeah, that's herpes now. So
Kenny dropped the LOL. Love you, brother.
Yeah, love you, Kenny. You are no longer a sex toy. You're now a sex disease. And you're spreading that openly, and you're going to go to jail now. That's why the MPs are outside.
No.
Along with the 15 women who are in the waiting room.
It's definitely not women.
Your name.
It's definitely not women.
Yeah. Well, there's also really one like super confused dude.
We're not going to get canceled tonight. Cody's triggering me to go into it. Nope. Nope.
Which, by the way, just real quick, if you guys are watching this and you don't know anything about monkeypox, it's not an STD. It's not like AIDS where, you know,
it's not.
AIDS isn't, right? It's not just gay dudes.
It's not.
Right? So, and no one fucked a monkey. Like, that's not it either.
They're changing the name because it's offensive. Keep going.
The monkeypox?
Yeah, it's offensive, apparently.
It's not offensive. It started in monkeys. Yeah, it did start in primates.
But they're changing the name because it's offensive.
Offensive to who?
To monkeys, apparently.
No. I want you to say what I know.
No.
Is why they're changing it.
They're saying it's offensive to monkeys, dude.
Okay.
I just got in my personal phone chat, I just got oh my God, laughing face. Thanks, Jess.
Who?
Okay, let's do it. Fuck it.
What are we doing?
Monkeypox is a very specific situation. It requires generally 2 male individuals that are engaging in the, if you listen to our opening music, butt stuff.
It does not require it.
Okay, CNN. All right, enough, Luther. God,
I'm going off of CDC information. It's skin-to-skin contact. It is not a sexually transmitted disease. It is skin-to-skin contact. So if I have it on my chest and you don't, and we have our shirts off and we hug each other, and you have an open cut,
if we come up together, Rico's there, Cody's there, and you pull off your shirt and I pull off my shirt, and look, I'm not even gonna put it on you, but you see all this shit there that shouldn't be there, and you're just like, I'm gonna get up in there, homie.
well, the sores could be slightly hidden and or not all the way open, right? Mm-hmm. But if you have a cut or a open sore of your own or something, right? Rash, deep rash that's like open and kind of oozing, then that's how you get it. It's just like if I have it on my arm, because monkeypox is also not just in the genitalia region. It's not just on your dick and anus.
I didn't say it was.
No, I'm just trying to make it clear that it's not just getting passed by gay dudes, because this is something
that is 99% of it
prevalent within that community, but it's not just.
It is literally 99% of it, though.
Yeah, it's just prevalent inside of the community.
99% is not prevalent, my guy.
No, I'm saying that it's not. You don't just get 98%. It from passing butt stuff. It's open sore. It's skin-to-skin contact. It's not just transferred through sex. They could have cuts on their hands, high-five fucking each other, and then they have monkeypox.
So the majority...
Yeah, it's just prevalent, as in more common and most common in that community of homosexuals.
Okay.
I'm separating the community from the transference.
Okay.
I'm not saying that it's not mostly prevalent in the homosexual community. I'm saying that it's not.
It sounds like you're
because they do butt stuff. The insertion into the anus has no contribution to the transference of monkeypox.
Sure. Okay. Do you have some sort of non-butt stuff? Fucking segue.
No, just butt stuff. Yeah, just butt stuff.
You know what? What I'll do for virtue signaling is I will, on my Facebook profile, mark safe from monkeypox tomorrow, guaranteed. Since we're coming full circle on this.
It is odd, and I had that question during the brief too. Like, I didn't ask out loud because I knew the random fucking public health doctor wasn't going to have an answer for me. But when they were bringing out the percentages, and they're like, like fucking 89 or 90 some odd % of accounted cases are through the homosexual community. I'm like, I get how it's transferred. That makes sense.
Okay.
But why is it just?
I don't think you get how it's
more through.
I don't think you get it.
It's not just through the butt. It's on their body. It's on their body. It's like everywhere else.
Oh my gosh. A name that I have not seen in such a long time. Chacon. Love you, brother. Hope you're doing well.
You're right, Chacon. It's not transferred through the butt, so you are okay. You keep doing all of that. All of
Chacon,
your butt stuff, entourage. You do.
Message me privately because left Luther here, CNN Rhodes.
I don't know why accurate medical information has anything to do with being
Oh
left.
my gosh, has the left done anything accurate medical in fucking 2 years? Get the fuck out of here.
For one, I didn't say where I got this information from.
I
For
know where you
two,
got it from.
Where was it?
CNN.
Oh,
MSNBC.
it wasn't that same brief that we all received through the military. That was coming from the WHO, CDC, years of research of fucking monkeypox in Africa. You're right. I watched one CNN documentary.
For those watching us on
the
YouTube,
news.
if you'd like to comment faster, Twitch is always an option. Cody, can you drop the Twitch option on chat? Maybe I'm
is
wrong.
YouTube not working?
The YouTube comments are slower than Facebook and Twitter chats. We're everywhere, people. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere.
We are all over the place.
We're everywhere. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends.
But it was just very simply, yes, it's correct.
Mm-hmm.
As of currently, right? The thing with all of this stuff, as much as with COVID, it changes because research is done and facts and theories and things get proven
All the
correct or
COVID
not.
stuff was wrong.
Yeah, at the beginning. And also during
It's
the middle,
still
and depending on
wrong.
who was talking. Yes, you're correct.
Still fucking wrong, dude.
But it changes. And by change, I mean that at first they were like, oh, no, you're fine. Just keep distance. And then they were like, oh, no, everyone wear masks. Wait, no one wear masks. Wait, no, cover your body in saran wrap and lube. Nope, everyone don't wear clothes. Clothes they carry it. So everyone just walk around naked except for the ugly people. The ugly people, you're fine. COVID doesn't attack ugly people. So you wear more clothes. The hot people wear less clothes. Yeah, that's what we want.
My guy Turnbull, you're good, dude. You're good. You don't have to switch. Just message me your comments. I'll relay them live.
YouTube's
for
not when you have a bunch of people in like your fucking watching us on YouTube, but they can't
We've
comment.
got friends of the show. Friends of the show just watching.
Appreciate all y'all support.
Maybe they can't get in on the comments. They want to message me individually. I'm
You could
about
watch
it.
us on Facebook.
You could.
Maybe. Just a suggestion.
It's all good. You watch us. You listen to us wherever you want to because we're literally everywhere. If an iPod touch, you can probably touch us.
Yeah, if you actually, when you go to bed and you close your eyes and you just think of being touched by two bald men while you sleep and hot breath on your necks, will actually appear.
I got a personal chat that says this motherfucker still trusts the CDC and such. That's kind of sad. I am with you.
Listen here, you cuck. I take all the information that is put out.
I take personal chats. I'm here for you.
Disseminate it and try to figure out the best info. What I'm not going to do is listen to one source that is saying what it is and
yes,
then believe that is true.
Yeah.
Especially if that source is just a douchebag on the camera talking on a news platform that has no medical expertise and or experience.
And we have someone else on my personal chat riding a mechanical bull. You ride the fuck out of that bull. How you're watching us and riding this bull, that is more impressive than anything else that's gone in this show.
You're watching us while riding a mechanical bull. I've actually ridden a lot of real and mechanical bulls, and keeping focus is...
I feel like Ashley's been calling you out for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, she does it every fucking day. Lady,
this is why I hurt you.
when I said it, I knew what I said. And I
When
said
you're ready
it
to leave him, I'm
intentionally.
here.
She knows. I said it intentionally to let anyone kind of reach out for that, and I was prepared. But what I was not prepared for was that my wife was going to snag the douchebag on camera talking about shit to a bunch of people.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. My wife just fucking sees that with a fucking quickness. Love you. Go to sleep now.
She didn't specify who, so I'm assuming she's talking to me. Love you.
I'm also assuming it's either you and or Bullet, honestly.
He's okay though. He's still, I think he's alive. Hey dude, you alive? Yep, he moved. He twitched.
That's also why I check my children in the middle of the night.
Of course.
I just kind of like kick the bed a little bit and they
What the fuck? Hey, you watch your language.
listen to you little cunt.
You know what? We haven't run enough tonight. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. That was enough.
No, how dare you do that for the word cunt? No.
We don't live in England, or else we'd be mourning the death of our queen right now.
You know how many people are super excited about that in England?
Oh my gosh, dude. Does anyone care even in England?
Perhaps
the old guard.
I don't even think they fucking cared.
You know who's happy? Probably fucking King Charles now.
No, you know who's super fucking stoked for it?
Who's stoked
Scottish.
for it? They're going to rebel now. This was the year. I sent it in the personal Uno Triforce chat where the Koreans are now like, hey, guess what? If we think you're going to fuck with us, we are activating nuclear shit. And not only, it doesn't take Kim Jong-un, he's delegating it down to his officers to be like, hey, we're pressing the button.
Your friend is super sad, babe, because your friend is super stupid.
Over there, understandably, it would be a cultural thing, right?
Yeah.
But here, when I see Americans like, oh my God, R.I.P. the Queen. Like, first off.
Even over in England, the Queen dying to me is the equivalency of, not even personally, like Betty White or Robin Williams dying.
No.
I felt like they impacted my life more. Actually, even if I was a British citizen, because guess what? The only time that you would actually ever hear from your queen was the one Christmas fucking speech
Doctor
that
Who
she does
episode.
a year. Yep, that's the only time she shows up is the Christmas Doctor Who special.
She is the doctor.
Yeah.
She's currently regenerating.
Oh, shit. I've been fucking waiting. Yeah, she only speaks to the public that one time, and it was a super big deal during COVID when she did like a mid-year fucking special, like speech because of COVID. But otherwise, it's once a fucking year, and then on her like fucking birthday or like coronation anniversary, they march her through the streets of fucking London in her bulletproof Pope mobile.
And then Weekend at Bernie's her.
Yeah, pretty much. She's 90 fucking 7, right? And that's the only time they see her. Otherwise, she just sits in her fucking castle, away from everyone else doing nothing.
Turnbull, message me right now as to why it's a pretty significant event, and then I will comment on it. And
is it valid?
We'll see.
Wait, he was asking why?
No, he's saying actually it's a pretty significant event, and he's typing right now.
Oh.
The Queen was their final connection to the old empire and British way, as well as the only royal that really built solid connections with other world leaders. Also remember that I'm first-gen American. I'm tracking that you're first-gen American. I know you have different roots. However,
she's useless.
It's not a big deal.
No.
It's not, dude. I love you. You know I love you.
No.
I know you'd be British too. You say cunt more than anybody else I know, and I know Tyler.
That's a very valid point. Yeah, I mean, granted, like, not my country, right? I have no affiliation in them, except apparently I'm like...
If we were in Britain right now, we'd probably be sad. We'd be crying over our fish and chips.
No.
Yeah, we probably would.
just because they're part of the country, that's like saying, oh, you know what? If we were in America and the president died, everyone would be so sad.
So only 39% of the country would be really sad, according to the latest poll numbers.
Right. So I think that's got to be the same, not numbers, same percentage, but same instance over in England. There's got to be plenty of people, and not just like a hard political stance, but plenty of people on either side of a political stance that are like, you know what? I really find no purpose and or relevance to a monarchy. And they should have just ended it, honestly, with her death and not then appointed King Fucknuts V as the next king.
If you watched the show before, Turnbull's been on the show. So this is him not logging in and getting in on the chat. However, he says it's really going to be a weird transfer because now we are seeing a transfer where there isn't really a super well-loved or politically intelligent monarch to replace or continue all the political connections. She actually dies a shit ton on the political scheme to keep the peace. Maybe she does.
I don't know.
Maybe she
does.
does.
Pay attention.
I'm not British. The problem of the show, my guy, I love you. We fought colonialism, and we're at a point where people look at white people and say colonists, but there are also people saying R.I.P. Queen, which is virtue signaling.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that is another thing that I think is funny because they're like R.I.P. the Queen, and I'm like, she's the last remaining connection to like the worst side of England, which is the monarchy. Because granted, that's monarchies aren't like the evil of the political scheme. We have a democracy, and we've done some pretty sketchy shit.
Do we have a fucking democracy?
Oh, you didn't. You were looking at. You didn't see my fucking air quotes.
I was monitoring chats.
You didn't see my air quotes. I said democracy.
We don't.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like a weird fucking.
You know what's weird? What else is weird? Like I as we did the last couple episodes, I was like, we hadn't heard from AOC or the squad in a long time.
We haven't.
And then she goes out on this.
I don't mean just on news. I mean personally.
Gentleman's Quarter. Yeah, I mean she texts me all the time, and then she like stopped.
Hey, she has her
pics. I do. They're okay. But get the pedicure, and then we'll talk a little more. We hear nothing, and then she does this GQ spread where she's in the cover of Gentleman's Quarterly, talking about how she doesn't. Because of men, she doesn't know that she'll be alive next month, which is like.
Is she saying that her life is so in danger from cis white men?
Yes.
In the patriarchy?
Like, how do we save AOC? We can't save the queen anymore. How do we save AOC?
Chemical castration.
We're already doing that to kids.
Yeah, we just chemically castrate all males, right? Mm-hmm. That way, testosterone lowers because we all know the true reason for any violence in the world is toxic masculinity, which is caused by an oversurge of testosterone. So we chemically castrate all males at the age of 12.
I'm listening to you, but also reading.
We just chemically castrate all of them, and then AOC can live in peace and
she could
calm in life, along with all the other victimized women and small children in the world, because men are the root of all evil.
They are.
And I say this as a man who's currently chemically castrating and physically castrating himself right now.
You're not chemically castrated. You're mechanically castrated.
Oh, no. I've done that. And now in here is just a whole shit ton.
I just want to make that. I want to make that clear that he's not chemically castrated because that requires a court order. He is mechanically castrated,
and it only requires a court order, I believe, in England. I don't think you can chemically castrate anyone in the United States.
You definitely can.
Can you?
Yes.
Because it was.
That's why I'm clarifying for you.
Because it was a common practice in England all the way up to like the 1980s to chemically castrate homosexuals. But I didn't think that we did that in the United States.
We have done that to, depending on where you're at while you're watching this, on the underqualified and overcompensated, we call them pedophiles.
Yeah, no. I don't care on the other side. You don't
on
exist.
you
You're
new
stupid.
age Gen Zers, you call
not
them
allowed.
minor attracted persons.
No. They're still pedophiles.
Which, if you're watching this, please stop watching this if you call this minor attracted persons.
No, actually, no. Keep watching this. Please, God, keep watching this. Recognize that we call you a fucking imbecile and you're an idiot, but we want you to be better.
I don't. Actually, I want to know the context. Message me for whatever the fuck
No, she was commenting to you.
On me?
On the minor attracted people.
Oh, okay.
I
need
know my wife.
on
I
that.
can phrase it. Yeah, I know what you meant. Because
We had a teacher in El Paso just let go because she went on. He or she, actually, I don't recall, and their gender may be in question because of how they feel.
Okay, not because it's questionable.
They went off and maybe a student allegedly captured them on video talking about how you shouldn't judge people and you shouldn't call people pedophiles. They are minor attracted persons. That's a thing. And
she was like, go.
She was like, go. Because it's fucking
that's
Texas.
stupid.
Get fucked. This ain't Austin. Get fucked. You want to pull that shit? Go to fucking Austin.
Go elsewhere. Just anywhere. Anywhere that I will not potentially ever live.
Austin will probably play that shit.
Oh, I'm sure. That they've been playing at this for a long time. And honestly, I hate that it then became a thing because this was a huge Republican fight with the LGBTQ trans thing of people accepting that people could be another gender. They're like, oh,
Turnbull
you
and
identify
Truckin'
as a woman, so you're now trans. What's next? 10 years ago, they're like, what's next? Just saying that pedophiles are attracted to minors and we should accept them and they're part of the LGBTQ puzzle piece.
They are, though.
I know.
Don't forget the Two-Spirit. LGBTQIA Two-Spirit.
Two-Spirit? I thought it was just plus.
No, that's another thing, but there's also Two-Spirit.
You can be Two-Spirited now?
Yeah.
I actually accept that more than the fucking pedophile shit.
Look up Two-Spirit / hyperspace. What the fuck am I doing with my life?
You mean
Justin
schizophrenic, right? You mean schizophrenic?
Two-Spirit. Two-Spirit.
Yes, schizophrenic.
I don't know enough about it to comment on it. However, I saw a Trudeau speech where he made sure to reference Two-Spirit several times.
Two-Spirit community. Okay, I'm going to read this in a second. But
read it out. Go for it.
People now coming
out. Them is probably actually the right thing to say.
Yeah, them, right? That's actually right. People actually coming out now that are, ambassadors of the LGBTQ plus IA, whatever the fuck community, which I support. You do you. But people of that
to a point
coming out to a point,
don't
but
be
now
fucking
them
kids.
Coming out and saying, pedophile is a defensive term and it's actually minor attracted. You don't realize how much ammunition you then just gave the super alt-right people who hate everyone gay because you proved them right.
No. Why does it have to be alt-right?
Because that was the argument that I was just saying. They were the ones that saying that people being accepted as trans was bad because it was going to open the gate for pedophilia to just be a sexuality.
But what you're saying in your argument is that you're giving an excuse to the alt-right people. When you're a minor attracted person, that should just be like anybody.
No.
Not just the alt-right dude.
Say that you proved them right. Not saying that alt-right are pedophiles.
No. I didn't get that context at all.
You're saying, I was saying that by saying that pedophiles are just a sexuality that should be accepted. You're giving ammunition to the hard right, alt-right people that were saying that the gays were just going to accept pedophiles. That's what I'm saying. And they did. Because then they're all like, oh, so now pedophiles are just minor attracted people. And I'm like, ah, fuck,
Sad
you did it. You
times.
gave them a moment, and they fucking they seized on it.
Sad times.
Yeah. And coming from myself, that left Lufer himself, low budget Johnny Sins,
Barely.
they're pedophiles. I would prefer them to be actually more accurately referred to as deceased versus pedophile. I feel like giving them that name is too complex. There's some like Greek in it and Latin and stuff. Just non-alive person, deceased, dust.
Toby, Woody Wood Chipper again?
Yeah, pile of shit. That's fine too. I think that's more appropriate, probably. Minor attracted people, no. Pedophile, yes. Gas dust through the shithole of life. Yeah, that's probably it.
Hey, if you find yourself having these feelings, come talk to me, and we'll work it out. Just your friendly neighborhood Woody Wood Chipper.
And don't forget forced cremation, Chris. That's when you light pedophiles on fire. Forced cremation.
Ashley Rhodes. People who
Ass
deserve
spiders.
ass spiders for the rest of eternity.
Ass spiders.
That sounds tickly, though.
Yeah, it's honestly, it gets confused for Asperger's, not similar in any way. Ass spiders.
I'm pretty hungry right now.
Far
I'd go for some Asperger's.
Yeah, the Asperger's, I think they're open right now. I think you could actually get a large Asperger right now.
Get you some Asperger's.
Yeah, Asperger's
Yum, yum, yum,
more, they're more kind of like what you would see coming out of Christian Bale from Thor: Love and Thunder in the Shadow Realm.
How dare you?
I finally just watched it the other day with Ashley on Disney Plus, and
I watched it today.
I fucking loved it. It was great.
It was so good. I don't get the hate. You know what?
I don't know what people were hating. The first 10 minutes had us both looking at each other like, what the fuck? Like they went so over the top with that fucking first fight scene of him doing like the Jean-Claude Van Damme splits.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Oh,
should have warned me, but I agree.
We don't have a lot of time left. We're gonna wrap up on Thor: Love and Thunder / She-Hulk / current state of the motherfucking MCU. Guess what? I don't get why you guys are hating. It's
the MCU
really good,
hard, man.
It's really good.
The MCU is hitting
literally
hard.
Everything that's come out MCU. Guess what? I'm sorry, DC fans. When DC comes out with a non-canon movie, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe they did that, and this person wasn't that person. And even when Fox did like the X-Men, and it was like, guess what? We have the White Queen, and she's there, but she's fucking Elizabeth Warren. She's 137th fucking Native American and a Indian person with Native American person,
I don't even know what
and
you're
she's
talking
in the
about right
scene
now.
for. Oh, you never seen X-Men First Class? Let's go.
No, I have.
That's what they did. They put names on characters for people who had literally 2.5 second screen time. But the MCU, and here we are on D23 day, where Disney is announcing so much stuff, and they're bringing back amazing fucking characters. Like, guess what? In Captain America: New World Order, who's the villain? Do you know who's the villain?
I didn't even know there was a Captain America: New World Order.
Yeah, it's coming
TV
out.
TV show or movie?
No, movie. And the guy that played the leader in The Incredible Hulk is the main villain. So they're taking people who are in a shitty situation, maybe, we don't know if we're going to use them again, and bringing them back in a big way.
The leader in Incredible Hulk?
Yeah, the fucking, the dude from, I can't remember his name, oh my god. He was in, the George Clooney fucking, Dippity Dan fucking hair shit fucking movie.
Yep, fucking
Can't remember his
nailed
name
that.
right now.
On.
If you don't know that, then you're fucked.
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to get that fucking reference.
Yes, of course.
The Incredible Hulk, the 2008 Incredible Hulk movie?
Yes.
Wait, are you talking about Abomination, Tim Roth?
He's already back in She-Hulk. No,
he's
this
in
is the guy
She-Hulk.
that played the leader for literally 30 fucking seconds, and he's
Wait, the
coming back to be
character
the
of the leader?
yeah, and he's
Oh.
coming back as the villain for Captain America: New World Order. And they're using.
I do like how they're keeping the continuity, right?
Yes.
She-Hulk, they used the Incredible Hulk
Oh, She-Hulk's
scene
so
where he
good.
was
It's
jumping
so good.
out of the fucking platform, referencing that he was a different person entirely. Right?
Yeah.
So I like that they did that. I'm trying to see who the fuck you were talking about.
I want to say Tim Roth, but that's not right. That's the Abomination.
No, yeah, that's Abomination. Yeah.
It's
We're doing some
there-
Googling.
Yeah, we're just Googling.
Oh,
Send me ankles in my chat. If
he
you
was. That was the reference you used, not holes.
Yeah, no, I've seen holes once. I mean, I've seen holes more than once.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, different generation. You and I forget that sometimes.
Samuel Stearns,
Yeah, I know who he
aka
is. Yeah,
Tim Blake Nelson,
Tim Blake Nelson. Fantastic.
and
Yeah.
they're bringing this dude back. The fucking dude that played the fucking fake ass fucking Mandarin in Iron Man 3 came back in Shang-Chi. He's coming back in another fucking show or movie. They're like
Coming
they're
back
not
on
just
another
like
one? Because they had like
Yeah.
before Shang-Chi, they had like a little like teaser.
he's coming back in
thing
Wonder
on
Man.
Disney Plus.
He's coming back in Wonder Man. Yeah. You didn't know Wonder Man?
The fuck is Wonder Man?
Cody, I can't with you right now.
I honestly I know more less known comic book characters in the
You can't say
DC
more or
world
less.
than I do MCU. I'm not as versed in the MCU as I am the DCU minor characters.
I'm trying to catch up on Turnbull's chats. There's a lot. Oh my god, why aren't you just in the chat so I can live react?
Wonder Man. Oh yeah,
Wonder
they already
Man.
have a fucking teaser out.
Maybe it came out today. It's probably fake though.
It's
There's a
actually
lot of
probably fake.
good stuff coming out.
No, it's got to be because it's by Screen Culture, so that's real.
No, it's not. Screen talk. What's the date?
June 28th, 2022. Yeah, it's got to be fake.
Fake. Fake as fuck. Fake
Screen
as
Culture's
fuck.
not fake. It's hype though.
Oh, Screen Culture. Guess what? They do a lot of garbage shit.
Not great things. Some good things. But yes, they're doing a lot of. So what else? What other more unknown characters?
We have
are they
Thunderbolts,
focusing
which will have.
Yep, that's a good one.
It will have Yelena, Bucky, the ghosty bitch from Ant-Man.
on? The ghosty bit. Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, Cat from the X-Men. Cat.
No.
The ghosty bitch from. I actually have not finished the second Ant-Man. I only got maybe a third of the way through it, and I couldn't.
No.
I just couldn't
Sorry.
complete it.
We're not in the right headspace for this right now.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Close us
ended
out on the
too
overcompensated,
early.
my guy.
We haven't even gotten to the two main things we wanted to talk about.
We did. We talked
didn't even
about
talk
the
about
Queen and Virtue Signaling.
Thor, Love and Thunder.
Nope, we're done. We're at an hour 30, and I have a CQ tomorrow. So
Oh, he's got a point. That's rough skis. Well, we'll talk about Thor, Love and Thunder some other time. It is great. You should go watch it.
it's really good. I don't get the hate.
It was really
I don't.
good. Don't go into it thinking that it's going to be one of those serious Captain America kind of superhero. Captain America's great, but it's not that level of seriousness. They
And Marvel
took themselves lightly. They wanted to be funny and like childishly funny. But then also
as
there were some fucking points in that part where I'm like, really? Marvel, you're gonna fucking make me cry 30 seconds into this fucking movie?
Mhm. As a hardcore Marvel fan, I have an X on my fucking wrist for X-Men. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I have a chimichanga on my tank.
I don't care when Marvel MCU movies go off canon. I don't. It's when DC stuff goes off canon that's like, oh my god, oh my god, kill me now. I can't watch this. I don't know how they do it. It's
Although
fucking
when they
witchcraft.
did it in Sandman and made John Constantine Joanna Constantine, I didn't mind that. Especially the fact that they had
Not a
the
big
girl
deal.
from Doctor Who
Of course.
the girl who played Claire or Clara as Joanna Constantine. I was like, okay, that's fine. Like
She's
that.
great. She could literally play anything.
She did great. She did awesome.
Yeah.
Like that was okay. But I do sometimes when they go off canon in DC, like it's like they do it because
DC off canon
trying
is
to
a
do
fucking
something.
travesty compared to Marvel off canon.
Because when
Like
they do it in
MCU
DC,
off canon.
yeah, when they do it in DC, they do it specifically to either virtue signal. That's
Here we
why
go,
they
full
do it,
circle.
right? Full circle. They do it to virtual signal and like please a group. When the MCU does it, they either do it to follow
Makes
the
sense for a
canon
story.
that they've created, right?
Yeah.
To fall back, or they're like, hey, it's been
Which
done this way. Let's
fucking
tweak it, make it our own.
What's the name? The chick that was in Black Widow that everyone was really upset about.
Not Taskmaster.
Yeah, Taskmaster is back in
Taskmaster.
Thunderbolts.
As a woman?
I'm assuming so. I mean, I don't know what she identifies as, he or they.
As a female type of origin?
Either way, they have taken so many risks on bringing characters back
I think it's great.
that
I
people
think-
hated, and then they make them. They find a way to make them likable.
Moon Knight. How many
good
people
show.
that aren't like
Good
super
show.
into comic books, like yourself, right?
Like myself. What?
Well, people like you knew who Moon Knight was. A lot of people didn't. So then,
Okay.
right? So then they're like, "Oh, we're coming out with Moon Knight." And they're like, "Who the fuck is Moon Knight?" Then they watch it and like, "Oh, this is a great fucking show."
But it got so much the angry 2% on the internet that's so fucking vocal.
Yeah.
And you're seeing that, like, people are like, oh my god, Marvel, Marvel, Marvel. Dude, these shows are not bad. I haven't seen even Miss Marvel. People were like, oh, it's a kid show. Dude, that was like,
I haven't watched it yet because
That
I
was
kind
a,
of
like-
that feel
that was
that
like
it's
if-
a kid show, but
maybe it's not a teenager show. Maybe if it's a kid or if you're in a family show, because the family dynamic of that show was so expressive that it was worth it for just the family dynamic.
well, also you have to the fact that it's a kid show or catered towards children. That's not a bad thing. Like I don't know why. Like yes, the comic books sometimes they get super gritty and like a man's head actually explodes, and that's why we get the rated R ones like Deadpool and Logan. But also, some characters can just be meant for kids.
I'm
Or
hearing from
for
Turnbull
the-
there's a 20-second delay on Twitch.
Oh, okay. It could just be meant for whimsy, right? It doesn't all have to be serious. Like if they ever introduce the character Squirrel Girl, we can't
my
actually ever see her like scratch
literally-
a man's eyes out because
She wouldn't. That's my
It's
least favorite
Squirrel
character.
Girl.
She wouldn't do that.
because they made her unnecessarily OP.
Yes, she is the most undefeatable character. The furry-tailed fuck who walks around with a
OP.
squirrel.
For no reason.
I don't get it, and you know
know what
that's
it
where
was?
I lose fight. I'm like, oh my god, everyone's a fan of Squirrel Girl, and I don't fucking get it. I guess I'm old.
Oh, no. I am a Squirrel Girl fan for one reason alone,
Oh my
because
gosh, of course.
I believe
on
that this
MSNBC.
actual happened. No. I believe that someone was like, hey, Stan, we have a new character. It's going to be fun, cute, we're gonna call her Squirrel Girl. She can talk to squirrels. Like she has like a little bit of elevated strength and agility, and she has like a tail. And he's like,
She's
dope. You know what you should do? Make her like the strongest person, low key, in the entire Marvel universe.
She is, though, already.
Yeah, no. And I feel like that conversation happened.
Chacon,
like,
hit me up. Let me know what you want to read, and I got you.
It's like, Stan, you want us to turn Squirrel Girl into like low key the strongest person ever? And he's like, yeah, no, I think it'll be fucking funny as shit when she beats the fuck out of some of these cosmic people in the comics. No one's going to be expecting it, and people are going to get super pissed off because she has a tail and she's adorable, but she's murdering gods. I think that'll be awesome. So because of that,
no, she doesn't murder anybody. Let's make it real. She talks them down.
Well, I mean, like,
it's very today.
Murdering the person, not physically, but like, I feel like that conversation happened.
Murdering their intent.
She doesn't just talk people down. Her and a horde of squirrel armies actually beat up Thanos in the comics.
Barely.
So just because of that reason alone, I love Squirrel Girl, because it was basically just someone being like, I know what y'all want. I know what y'all want from this character. That's not what I'm going to do with it, though. Like, Squirrel Girl is the ultimate troll on the trope of what a super strong superhero in the comic book universe is. Fucking love it.
I don't.
It's great.
I don't. It's not great.
It's literally the only comic book thing that like gets you fucking twitchy that I've ever seen you get like fucking twitchy.
I will legit like not read a book if Squirrel Girl is in it. It's just like I can't do it.
I want Squirrel Girl to be in the next. I think she would be. A perfect
I don't
character
hate the character, but the main intent is like we're gonna solve this by exposition. And that's not what I'm here for.
Well, I think that's the more recent comic book adaptation of her. When she's
a recent character, dude.
No, Squirrel Girl's been out since like the 90s.
Barely.
I think. But like then she was like actually like punch people in the face and like having squirrels eat their eyes.
You don't punch somebody anymore.
Yeah. Back then, but now I'm sure they changed her into some sort of fucking non-violence.
Captain Virtue Signal. Let's go.
Yeah. Like, actually, I think Squirrel Girl would be fantastic in the new Deadpool movie, just as a randomly just OP person that comes in out of nowhere. And Deadpool's
that's what Domino was, randomly OP. Like, well, your powers are nothing, and then she goes through a whole montage of her powers being everything.
Except Domino actually is just OP because her power is luck. It's not Squirrel Girl. Her powers are being half squirrel.
No.
She has a tail. Those are her powers. Domino bends.
I would rather see a Deadpool Gwenpool movie over a Deadpool fucking Squirrel Girl. Don't even get me started.
Gwenpool would be dope.
Wrap this shit up. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. We can go on this diatribe for forever. Ladies and gentlemen. Wait. What did Chacon say? A list of rando comics from y'all now.
I told him. I said, just mess me. We'll go.
Oh, yeah. Just like, I'm not super big in the comics. I want to get more into them, just read them. I read all of the Deadpool comics.
He's virtue signaling right now.
But the other comics, like, the problem for me is getting into comics is the continuity because it changes like with each, like,
it changes more so with DC than it does with Marvel.
Yes, and so I never know when to start because I want to know like the back lines and stuff, but I don't want to start from the very beginning, like back in like the 50s or 70s or that like latest fucking continuity. So that's where comic books get me because I want to get into this, but I don't want to be like, this is the character and then another one.
Chacon, they did like 4 crises in like 3 years.
Oh,
and that's a hard reset.
Flashpoint did ruin everything within DC.
Chacon's gonna get me started. Close this fucker out.
Although Flashpoint, the animated movie, was pretty good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
And there was an anti-crisis. Let's go.
Thank you for watching. Sometimes we have topics. Sometimes we just go off. Tyler Firth, who is our third compadre on the show
right now.
He's
He's fighting monkeypox. No, I'm just playing. It's fighting the flu.
yeah, Grundle flu. He has Grundle flu.
Grundle flu.
Yep. Just straight.
I'm gonna go lay in my bed right there because I do this shit in my fucking bedroom like an asshole now instead of a fucking cave like I did.
On Saturday, you should just be laying in bed. Please
hello.
like, share, and subscribe to the show. Next week, we will be back, and we'll get into some more debaucherousness. If the world does actually implode, we'll have some political news.
We will live stream that shit.
Yep. If it just keeps doing its fucking nonsense that it's doing, then we're probably just going to talk about something dumb again. This is a place for you to learn some stuff and then also laugh at some stuff within 30 seconds of each other. Be able to disassociate with the world around you and actually have a place that is calm, but then also simultaneously get pissed off from some sort of political view that we point out.
My lighting will be better next week. I promise you.
Mine won't be.
I am so bright in the face.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tear this shit down in like 2 weeks, and the last thing I want to do is put my lights back up to fuck with it, to have it all torn down and put into boxes next week. So fuck it. But we love you guys. Thank you for watching. For myself and low budget Black Adam over there. We appreciate you guys.
The Rock is low budget Black Adam. What the fuck? Let's go.
Okay, I'm sorry, Puerto Rican Samaritan.
Just close the show.
I felt like that was a solid one. We love you guys. From myself, from Judgy McJudgerson over there. Peace.
Good night.